Hello, everybody. It's me, Blitzy, and happy Tuesday to all. Yeah, it's the 1st of November. Yeah, hope everybody's day is going well. And, today is Daran Norris and Mount L. Jones' birthday. Two legends that made childhoods, very perfect. And, yeah, and I just put the link here, so hope everybody's ready. Hmm. And if you're having trouble with the link, if you don't see it, I'll put it in the description just in case. And now for the waiting game. Hmm. Let me just put some jams on. I just checked, so let me just put the link in the description. So, yes, I'm going to the description right now. Alright, then. And, okay, now it's good, so, I put the link in the description. I'm just gonna put it just in case. Alright. Alright. Here. Philip. Yeah, Philip. Who can never forget about Philip? And while everybody's getting in, I'm just gonna put the first couple of suggestions. And yeah.
Hey,
Hello.
dude. Oh, I just now realized something.
What?
I can do a community post this whole time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because I was just curious. I was just going to my channel. I was going over community post.
Nice.
I don't even have you know, the 100
500
subscribers yet.
subscribers. But they did change the rules. Like anybody with small channels can now get community posts.
Well, so after this stream, I'm gonna do my community post I haven't done ever since I get my new channel. So I can't wait for that.
Look, it's the chameleon.
Yes, it is I, the chameleon, and I'm here to wish Daran Norris a very special happy birthday, and also Metal Jones too, but they'll take everyone else.
And also, if you want to, if you wish to, if you don't want to, if you don't have to,
Just spit it out. Spit it
today's
out,
also
boy.
today's also Michelle Dietz's birthday.
Oh yes, I know Amethyst. Like yeah, and also it's sadly somebody's birthday that passed away a few years ago.
Remind
Uh,
me.
the voice of Mrs. Krabappel from The Simpsons.
Oh.
Who is she exactly?
So yeah, didn't really know what's. Oh,
Uh,
thank you for liking the video.
Oh.
But yeah,
Hi.
Wait.
Matrissa Wallace, like I believe that was her name. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. About her, like, yeah, she was in the Simpsons franchise for like many years until her sad passing in 2014. And
Wow.
other appearances I know her from was Full House.
Oh, she was in Full House?
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, I want to know who she was because one, I haven't seen Full House in a while, and two, like I said, I don't know who she is. So I wouldn't know who she. Anyway, yeah, but
Uh,
man, I didn't know she died.
Alright then, Chameleon, you ready?
It is Chameleon, and yes, let's go.
All right, so with the three main, like Cosmo, Mr. Turner, and Jorgen von String, like yes, from Darren's like point of view, I was really shocked that he played all these characters from the Fair Odd Parents.
Same as
Yes.
everyone else.
And of course, many of us got introduced to him through this, or like if you haven't watched Fairly Odd Parents, you probably got introduced to a different cartoon. But this one mainly, I got introduced. That's how I got introduced to Darren.
Yeah. All right, yeah, going to one by one. Like, yes, the first up, yeah, Cosmo. Yeah, Cosmo, that's the brightest fairy. Yeah, just make, a lot of mistakes here and there, being a carefree fairy. But, still loves his, his wife and, his godchild. And yeah. And it was so strange when he gave birth to Poof. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
weird.
that is weird. I guess since they're fairies, they want to change it up a bit. Like have them have the baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, Cosmo, like, yeah, he went through a lot of like evolution throughout the time, like especially with the voice.
Yes.
Yeah, like in the pilot, and on the older episodes, like his voice is a lot deeper, and he sounds like a car salesman, according to Butch Hartman, and he was actually smarter.
Well, yeah, it was
Yes.
basically a Phil Hartman impression, but when they made Cosmo Dumber and Dumber, he switched it to like high pitched and dopey.
Mm-hmm. And for Cosmo, I would know, like, yes. And then again, like, yeah, about his childhood. Like, you've seen the episode with Billy Cristobal, like, it shows, like, what happened to his father.
Yes.
Remind me.
He turned into a butterfly.
No, he didn't.
Whoa. Wait,
Wait, what did he turn into?
I think he either turned him into a fly or a bee or something.
Okay. And of course, you can't blame him because of Mama Cosmo.
Yeah,
Well,
and she is a bit of a nag. It's just demonstrated in the episode where Cosmo was pregnant. I don't know what the episode's called, but when she was partnering up with Drogon von Stringo and his jet, she was complaining like, "Why do you have such big arms? You should wear sleeves or get to catch a cold, and you should watch behind your ears and blah 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 blah." And he just ejects out with the jet. Oh man.
Well, dude,
But
that is literally the episode where Poop is born. Yes, like the
I mean,
special Fairly Odd Baby. Duh.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough, Perry.
But what I also liked about that special was like when Jorgen was in a bunny suit and singing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I do remember that. And
Uh,
remember, like I don't know how he got his foot hurt or like a hammer or something, and that made Poof cry.
Timmy hit him
yeah,
on the foot with a mallet. A mace.
Okay, yeah.
Mace.
yeah. You do remember his brother Snosmo, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
What
Oh
do
no,
you
go
always
ahead.
call Timmy?
Well,
A whole bunch of other names. Like,
Oh yeah.
Lorenzo.
get his name right.
Okay, it's Timmy. That's why I said hello.
Hello. Oh, man.
And you
Danny
should
Carvey
say
did a
to
good job.
Schnozmo too.
Uh, but as big as nose I can.
Well, that's his name, Schnozmo. Schnoz.
Wow, I didn't
Uh,
think the kids would understand that.
oh man, but you're gonna give it to Danny Carvey. Like he did great.
Yes.
Yeah, even though I didn't know that was Janet Carvey back then because I didn't know him, but I agree he did really well.
Okay, for Cosmo, even though like there are pros and cons, yeah, 10 out of 10.
Me too.
Same as you. Because he did slowly start to kind of get on my nerves in the later seasons due to how much, I just can't stand that. But he still can remain like a pretty decent godparent, even though despite not fully graduating, because that's the whole downfall of it.
Yep. All right, next up, Mr. Turner.
Yes, Timmy's father. What can I say to him about him? Well, he is irresponsible and he is unintelligent.
I
And
mean,
probably one of the worst cartoon fathers out there. Yes.
yeah,
Amen to that.
he's right there next to Peter Griffin.
Yes. Thank
Yep.
you.
Even Watch Mojo made a video of the worst animated parents, and Mr. Turner and Mr. Turner are one of them, of course.
No,
Yeah.
top one. Top one.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, when Mr. Turner, like, yeah, a great dad voice and all, and he of course like there's always catchphrase, "Oh, Timmy," and then those barking
Hmm.
computer bits.
He always says that when he's coming by to let the two know that he's coming. At one point in an episode where he actually had to use a giant pillar and to knock things down because that's what they do with the other parents. It's just
And yeah, when Mr. Turner, like, yeah, also seeing the episode like how his hatred of like Dinkelberg started. Like, yes, another catchphrase, Dinkelberg.
hmm
Oh man. And yeah, if you ever seen the episode where they're all kids, yeah, of course, D. Bradley Baker voiced young Timmy's dad.
Yes.
Oh, that was him. Oh yeah, because I saw the episode where Timmy went back in time to see why Crocker was so miserable, and before he was hit by a truck, he almost revealed his real name.
But of course, his real name is Beep Turner. You got it there, folks. Uh,
Yep.
uh, but yeah, it was also cool enough to like let the Daran Norris to play him for live action too.
Yes.
Yeah, and well, of course, I didn't know that. Who Darren was, but I did notice that his voice was coming out of his mouth, and once little, I thought, are they like using the voice actor's voice to voice over the live action guy? Okay, I was a kid, I didn't know anything about voice acting back then, so I was new.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, and of course, yeah, I just saw this episode the other day where Mr. Turner took like Timmy to his like work.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, right. That one.
Turner, you're fired. You just have to love Rob Paulson's voice for that character.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that he is shaped like a pencil is pretty clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I legit felt bad for Timmy in that episode because in the first half, like, look, Timmy's dad legit like rented out a kid. But overall, well, Mr. Turner, I have to give him an 8 out of 10.
7.
6.
All right now,
876.
and now for the toughest fairy in fairy world, Jorgen von
Stringle.
Of course I am.
What could I say about Jorgen? When I first saw him, I immediately know that like he was, designed after Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, yeah, and it's stated in his first appearances, in the older episodes, his voice actually was supposed to mimic him, with the Austrian accent, but the rest of the series, he has now a gravelly voice.
And it took me up to here to know that even though it was supposed to be an impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger, his overall appearance was supposed to be based on like actor Jean-Claude Van Damme.
But yeah, with Jorgen being the strongest family, yeah, he does have his like anger moments, which was pretty funny, and sometimes he has his funny moments as well. Like, you remember the episode where like he, tries to like solve problems with the Tooth Fairy?
Yes.
No.
Bro,
what he had to do is just like he plans on to marry the Tooth Fairy, so he had to get like Timmy's perfect teeth, but she accused him of stealing her job, so they broke up, and yeah.
Well, I mean, I get what she's going for because since he tried to get his teeth, that it's kind of like taking her job, and she did kind of like him. In a flashback, Cosmo was like helping everyone. Like during, for example, he whacked him with a frying pan and knocked his tooth out, and that's what attracted the Tooth Fairy.
And yeah, there's also a lot of surprises with Jorgen, especially his family tree that he's related to Cosmo.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. And that is strange.
Uh,
So that would make him Cosmo Von Strangle then.
who knows? I mean, like, uh, but like, what was your favorite Jorgen von Strangle like moments?
Okay, yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess, and when he sang the polka song in "School's Out."
Ah,
Hmm. When he met his 80s self actually was like a disco outfit, and his giant one was actually like a peace sign. And after both of them sent Jenny back to the future, they both danced disco.
I think that was supposed to be the '70s, but yeah,
Oh,
that is a good
70s.
one.
Yeah.
yeah, it was a good one for me. Yeah, as I said, the bunny suit moment, and let's see, what was it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Huh?
Oh, oh yeah. For Nicktoons, they had this ad of Jorgen like promoting his own gym and all that.
Really?
Yeah, come by Jorgen von Strangle's gym where you could get anything fit. Uh,
Hmm.
but yeah, Jorgen like immediately a 100 out of 10.
Infinity.
You fresh?
Oh, sorry. What?
Sorry, I didn't know you were out for a little bit. But what's your rating for Jorgen?
Yes, 10.
Yeah, and yes, other varies like yes, Christian. I just saw your one from the private chat. Nana, boom, boom.
Yes. I forgot what the episode title is called, but there's a competition to impress Mother Nature in a baking competition, and Jordan Foster has a Nana named Nana Boom Boom, and she made cookies that are so addictive that you can't stop eating them. And Poof ate them, and well, you can see how it went. He keeps eating all of the brownies they're trying to make and stuff. And I thought Nana Boom Boom was pretty interesting, especially when there's a thing called was it Boom Bingo or something like that, and when you yell bingo. But yeah, I think Nana Boom Boom is pretty interesting. Even like using Jorgen's voice, it's just really awesome.
Boom, boom. Life explodes. And yeah, didn't this like episode hurt Daran Norris' like voice?
Oh yeah, that's what I just said, using Jorgen's voice.
Oh
No.
no.
Yeah, he said it different. He said like that episode, which is called "Balance of Flavor," and pick a side. It's either freaking cookies or brownies because they were clearly brownies. But the point, like, it put a strain on his voice due to you saying "more good, more." Hold on.
Wow, poor
Yeah.
Darren.
How dare you? All right then. But yeah, Nana Boom Boom. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Same.
Same. James.
Okay. Next up, we bring out Cosmo's opposite, anti-Cosmo.
Finish the
Yes.
thought.
Yep, the British but smart version of Cosmo, and of course evil. So yeah, I really like this version because, of course, it's the smart version of Cosmo, and the fact they're the complete opposite. And he's more evil when he's British, and his wife Wanda is actually dumb, but she's more hillbilly dumb than just normal dumb.
Well, yeah, that's why they're called like the opposites of the anti-fairies and all that. And yeah, with the voice he gave to anti-Cosmo, I really liked it. Like being all fancy and all that.
Same.
Yeah, and he's one of
But
the best Fairly Odd Parents villains ever to date.
yeah. And yeah, like I remember this one episode where like yeah, he was in like fairy jail. He was like, "Hello, Clarice. Who's Clarice?"
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, because there was this episode where Cosmo had to get surgery.
Oh,
Ah,
right, the Fagigli gland one. Yeah, the
Yeah.
gland plan.
Giggly
That's what it
Gland?
was. Okay, if you slow down, okay, the Fagigli gland is like what fairies have in their bodies that allow them to shapeshift, and the episode was called the gland plan. Yes.
hmm And
Hmm.
towards the end of the episode, like when they had the surgery, like their personalities kind of changed a little bit because Cosmo was fancy and anti-Cosmo was dumb.
Whoa! I would love to see that for a change.
Yeah. Well, for anti-Cosmo, like just love the voice and all, and like he was a big impact in the second Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
Yes.
Yeah, like being the main antagonist in the special. It's really
Nah,
awesome.
he's not really he's not really the main antagonist.
Like because it was Clementus, but I like how he tricked Clementus to like let all like the anti-fairies out of jail.
Yeah.
Mm. But for him, 10 out of 10.
Same.
A million.
Okay, so other various he did also get the opportunity to play Crash Nebula.
Yes. Yeah, he did.
It did one of them was like in the Halloween episode.
It was also in his first appearance. It was like spaced out. Yeah, the first appearance of Mark Chang.
Yeah. And I gotta say, it was a really great voice, and finding out that James Arnold Taylor played a younger version of himself.
Yeah, but it was totally squandered because we all know we don't talk about that anymore.
Yeah.
We don't talk about crash.
Bandicoot? All right, fine, go ahead.
Oh, come on.
Let's see here. Another character, Pappy, Timmy's grandfather.
Right. Or you could say, right, because he did have another one named Grandpa Vlad. In that the turnip episode. Remember that?
Yeah. Because that was Timmy's mom's parents. But with Pappy, he was an interesting character, and finding out why Timmy has a buck tooth today.
And I love how he took him. Well, it was Steve's idea to take him into like a 1930s type cartoon, and it looked really fun.
It did, yeah. I liked everything about that, and it did. It was a pleasure for him to warm up to Timmy, but it was sad to know that it was the only time that he ever babysat, and that's a bummer.
Yeah. He was a fun character. Let's see here. Other characters that he played that you guys remember?
Yeah, he was. Let's see. I almost have it. I almost feel like he did, but I'm searching right now. So.
While you're doing that, there's another character that's people were getting a little bit confused earlier when Christian posted his birthday video for Daran. The Crimson Chin.
Yeah. I lied to you again for the Christ's sake.
Yeah. So basically, he played him in the video games where Jay Leno was unavailable, and technically, he did play him for 2 episodes. Yes, even though Jay Leno was known for playing good Crimson Chin, it was actually Darren that was his first voice because in cartoons.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
There's he played George Washington.
Right. Yeah. Chop wood. This crazy Oliver Wood.
Oh yeah, I should remember that. Oh man, memories.
I do know he played Turbo Dad.
I don't know who Turbo Dad is, but I did see him in Behind the Voice Actors.
He's Turbo Thunder's dad.
Yeah.
Right.
He was Cosmo's dad as well. Sorry,
It's okay. Yeah, I do remember he was Cosmo's dad. Let's see. Other than that, I'm on the list too. Other than that, I think that was like the most important roles from Fair Odd Parents from him.
Yeah.
And a big impact in my childhood because of him. All thanks to him. Knowing the very character voice, and especially how you could go to high pitch to a dad voice to a great growling voice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for Fair Odd Parents, Darren.
Thank you so much, you wonderful man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that in the chat right.
Yes.
But famous quote from Darren in the show, Dinkelberg.
Yes. Fun fact: Dinkelberg's actually hosting the stream as we're speaking. Oh no.
Oh crap.
Okay, next up is roast from Tough Puppy.
The chief chameleon Francesco Wait a minute. His name is Francesco.
If you slow down, for Christ's sake. Okay, I meant to put. Okay, let me start over. I meant to put Jack Rabbit, and it's Francisco.
Okay.
But as I told you in the Tough Puppy stream, his real name is Francesco. Because his mom wanted a girl.
That is
Oh, okay.
so
So
cliche. Person wants a girl. They named they get a boy, so they named the boy a girl. It's just like in Dexter's Laboratory with Mandark.
Hmm.
and Blitz, could you bring up the new one, please? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So yes, the Chief, the Chameleon, Francesco, and Jack Rabbit. So yeah, now the Chief, yes, one of the first characters you get introduced to. Like, yeah, he's just like yeah, their boss and everything. Like, sometimes he could be very like mad. Sometimes he could be normal, and sometimes he could just have his random moments here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Oh. But the Chief, like, when I saw this episode years ago about like his past and everything, like, not believing in himself until like Dudley, encouraged him and all that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I do like how what I do like about him most is like how strong he is. Like the, like taking inspiration from like Adam Ant or something, kind of like that.
Maybe. And like I love how he has a special machine because since he is a flea, he has to have a camera and a monitor so that everyone can see him.
Yeah, I did like
Yeah,
that too. And what I liked about when Darren like described it's like it's basically Jorgen's voice but without the accent.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. The Chief, yeah, he's a great boss. I'll give him a 10 out of 10.
a million.
yeah. Infinity.
All right, next up, the Chameleon.
Oh, Tret, you mean the chameleon?
uh yeah, this is one of the surprising voices I knew Darren could do.
Yeah, and Resident Chameleon is my favorite because I mean he can shapeshift to any object as no or any chameleon can do, and I just found him cool.
Yeah, like one of the coolest villains ever. Like, yeah, Fresh, want to explain more?
Yeah, I described him as like my top favorite villain from Tough Puppy, and I like how it's an impression of Peter Lorre, and I was even shocked that he's one of the many characters that I can perfectly imitate, and he's actually one of the much more capable, smarter, and competent villains, and well, yeah, he has a lot of like one-liners.
Mm, yeah, and like he just wants to make a friend. Come on.
I mean, yeah, I mean there are times where they team up a bit, like one episode called girlfriend or foe, he actually made a cameo as the chief's girlfriend because he did not have a girlfriend at first. He was pretending to be, and then some random girlfriend showed up, and she was real pretty, and he was about to go out with her until it turned out to be the chameleon, and he only paid her $20.
Yeah, I do remember that too. The Chameleon, like, yeah, a very like interesting villain in my opinion. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
I had affinity.
True infinity, like the chameleon meant to be true for me.
Thank you for your opinion, the Chameleon.
It's chameleon, but
What?
I'll make it up to you unless you join me in Team Evil.
Oh, poor Chameleon. All right, next up, Francesco, part of Snapchat's crew with the Chicago accent.
Oh, he has a Chicago accent. It's been a while since I heard his voice. Actually, forgot.
Okay, so Fresh, you want to explain first?
Yeah. At first, like, it took me a while for me to hear his voice. I think it was in like, where was it? Uh, well, I can't really remember. I guess it is. I guess it was Mallrats, where Snapchat tried to convince everyone that he's a changed man. But Francisco, yeah, one of the other smarter Doom members, and able of coming up with some much more notorious types of plans. Like he suggested to sneaking into Petropolis prison and releasing all the most evil inmates. And
Yes. And you remember, oh yeah, Iron Mutt, where he was dressed as a Captain America parody?
yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, he was
That was,
Captain North America.
Kept in North
oh
America.
man. Yeah, with him, like, yeah, one of the funny scenes I seen was like, remember when they were having their lunch break and Snapchat said, "Let's switch lunches," and the realization he was allergic to cheese. It was like, and this is like one of the best lines from Francesco, like that. Ah, a rat allergic to cheese. Oh man. But for him, I give him a 10 out of 10.
Well, since I don't remember his personality, I'll just give him a simple 9.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, and last one up, yes, Jack Rabbit, the former partner of Kitty Catchwell.
Yeah, This took me by surprise. It's like, oh yeah, so he's Kitty's ex partner, so he's all like all cool and stuff. Back to be like, hey everyone, I'm here to remind you about how awesome I was. But it's like, oh no, now I'm all evil because like I'm a villain type of reasons.
Yeah, and I did like how Darren basically did the impression of James Bond, like the original one.
Sean Connery.
Yes, which I would love to see an animated series with him. That'd be awesome.
Well, I don't know if they will, because if they do anime series, because normally they haven't either in the early 2000s or the 90s or 80s or whatever, but we haven't seen a series of that, so I don't know if that will happen.
But yeah, my ranking for him, yeah, 8 out of 10.
9.
8.
Oh, I'm sorry, wrong chat. Sorry. It's kind of hard when somebody's putting in the private chat, Christian.
I know, and I can't do it because I'm not on StreamYard. For some reason, it shows it on YouTube, but it's just the way it is. It's weird.
That's okay. Oh yeah, he also voiced Mongoose. Was it?
Yes, yeah. No, wait,
Yeah.
Meerkat.
Mongoose, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I was thinking Meerkat as well. Meerkat, what do you think of that character, Fresh?
Okay, well, I do like the voice Darren gives him, of course, and I do like their fruitless attempts of becoming actual threats. It's us, flop. It's like, I'm Meerkat. I'm no Meerkat. I'm the Meerkat. Get it? Blah, blah.
And then another character was, of course, oh yeah, Bat. Like, where? Who? Where?
Oh. That was just a running gag of the entire episode. Like everyone, but like being confused and whatnot and stuff. And I saw it on YouTube. They're in front of a crowd of audience, and Burberry said, "All of you, follow me!" And all the audience members like following. Like, "Not you. You're the audience."
Who? Where? Who? Where?
He was also he was also Bad Dog, one of the Doom members that didn't really talk that much.
Yeah, just made the grunting noise. Like, I do know that.
Oh, okay. I was wondering about that.
And of course, he voices the reporter Wolf Spencer.
Yeah.
And let's see who else. Oh yeah, Eric, the water guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you go.
The water guy that Kitty Catchwell has a crush on.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, and I remember one of the funny scenes was when Kitty looked at him, and then of course this is the episode where Dudley's imitating everybody,
I know. And when she was flirting at him, I did that purring. Greg Love did excellent purr.
Of course, because of Catwoman.
Yep.
Yeah. Darren's performance in Tough Puppy, absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Infinity and beyond.
Yep. Alrighty then. Next up, what was really awesome in his honor, his characters from the Spider-Man game, like Venom, Mysterious, Scorpion, Punisher, Human Torch, and Captain America.
Yeah, boy.
Even though I never played the game, but of course I have played the Spider-Man 2 game on PS2, but I didn't find out that he voices my boy Venom. That's just awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, with Venom, yeah, it was a great voice Darren put out. Even when I go to the voice comparisons, people were like, "Yo, he sounds like Tom Hardy's Venom a little bit."
Anyway, yeah, even though Darren has a voice, but I imagine he's using Jorgen von Strigel's voice.
Well, Fresh, you want to demonstrate?
Okay. Oh God, here it goes. Where'd Spider-Wuss go? Spider-Wuss, come out and play.
So it is a bit of Jorgen von Strigel, but a bit deeper.
In your opinion, yeah. Yeah, Venom, yeah, Daran Norris' version, yeah, I give it Infinity.
Yes, same here.
Right,
I would agree with you, even though I didn't hear the voice, but I still agree with you.
Oh, wait,
all right. Next up, Mysterio, basically taking the voice from Anti-Cosmo.
Yeah.
And you want to demonstrate for us?
I think he was something like, "Oh, you fool! There's no way you can stop me," or something like that.
Oh man, imagine actually hearing that voice. Like, oh wait, what is Isaiah Cosmo not the villain Spider-Man now?
Yo, but it was amazing. Oh yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10.
It's 8-9.
All
Same
right,
with Fresh.
Scorpion. Now, Darren's version of Scorpion was like, wow, like not going for like like what I expected. Like it sounded like this. You put me in the suit. Now you have to pay.
It just makes you it's so slithery sounding.
Yes,
I was like a snake.
yes, and I just love how the voice goes. And yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10.
Same.
And then with Punisher, like French, you want to demonstrate again?
Let's see. Don't be looking at my cards.
Uh,
That's all it is. Like you know, already know how he can pull up the tough guy act, and even though they were just playing cards, but they didn't really kind of should do much more. You know,
I give it an 8 out of 10 for Punisher.
same.
For Human Torch, I was really surprised where you could pull it off. Like, especially the part where it was like, "Yo, I'm on fire!" Woo!
Was it using Cosmo's voice?
No, not really.
I think it was like John Jameson. But first, what were you gonna say?
No. I mean, like, I was just like having like just just trying to like help you out with what it would sound like.
But if you want to do it, go ahead.
No. I mean, like you've already pulled it up.
Okay, so yeah, for Human Torch, 10 out of 10. He's just a party rat dude.
Yeah.
And then lastly, Captain America, which yeah, a very good role for Darren.
It is.
Soldier like, yeah, that's what I like. Yeah, playing cards, like yeah. It was Punisher, Captain America, I believe Daredevil was there too.
Yes.
And
So, Spider-Man is out saving the world, but these guys are just playing cards for no reason.
I mean, Spider-Man was there, like when they were playing cards. And while that's happening, Rhino, Scorpion, Mysterio, and who else was it? That was in jail. Oh yeah, it was Dr. Octopus. They were all like in jail. So yeah, all of his roles from this one Spider-Man game like made it like really awesome for him.
Yes, this is a really 100% guaranteed opportunity for him to play timeless honor characters, and we'll good on him for doing so.
Yeah. All right. Next up, spectacular Spider-Man.
Yep. J. Jonah Jameson. I must say, he did a really good job impersonating him, impersonating J.K.A. Simmons as him. He did a really amazing job.
Like when I first heard this voice, it was from Fresh's episode of Daran Norris from like years ago. Like when I first heard the voice, I was like, wait a minute. It's basically the cheese voice, but this is beforehand. I was like, wow.
Yes.
And because he was using Joker von Strangel's voice, so without the accent.
Without the accent, yes. And yeah, he's my second favorite from J. Jonah Jameson because of course J.K. Simmons took the cake.
And yeah, he knocked it out the park as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He hit a home run.
Yeah. Also, hello.
Hello, who are you?
Scarlet.
Oh,
Wow.
Hi, Scarlett.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm alright. I'm okay.
Okay. Welcome to the stream. Alright then. No, okay, going back to J. Jonah Jameson, like, yeah, his version, like, yeah. This is like, the the source of material, like, how he did and all that. I'll give it a 10 out of 10, honestly.
And yes, like I already said, like same as you.
Infinity.
Okay, John Jameson, which was surprising to me when I watched the episode back in 2020. I was like, wait, that's Darren? Wow, like voicing dad and son.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's perfect actually. And you can tell it's Darren too. Like I actually saw one episode. Oh,
But
sorry. Echo. God dang it. Oh, okay, it's got it. Okay. So yeah, I saw only one episode that he was in, and I still think he did awesome. And like, seeing like a video where he's like, what was he like? Some kind of superhero name?
Colonel Jupiter.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, he did awesome with that.
Yeah.
But sadly, though, it was all Venom's fault for pushing him in the first place because, like, he, like everyone else, mistook Venom for Spidey. And, oh,
Oh, so it was Venom that made him supposedly a villain.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, both of these roles, yeah, Infinity, because it was also an honor for them to play more Marvel roles.
Same.
Yeah. I know we're talking about Marvel, but the only role I want to see Darren play today is, like, honestly, Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's definitely got the voice, like, from experience and all that. But, of course, we don't know who's making choices today, but, hey, this point's
But
gonna.
hey, we're only halfway there.
Alright, then. Next up, yes, you're gonna get a knockout on this. Knockout.
Yep. My profile picture for the stream. Yes.
He's my favorite character.
Yep. All right. So one of the Decepticons of Megatron's crew, of course. And he's known for loving his car mode, and he doesn't want any damage or any scratches on him because he loves his paint job and whatnot. And since he's a Decepticons are supposed to like take to the skies and whatnot, not like go on land or whatever. But he prefers that way, and yeah, and he's also like not like oh yes, he is a scientist. What am I saying? Yes, he is a scientist of the group, and
Basically,
yeah.
he's the god of Ratchet at that point.
Oh yeah. Oh, but yeah, I think he's pretty awesome. And when I played the video game of Transformers Prime, I thought it was pretty interesting in the game. But of course, he was a boss, and he was kind of hard too. But I'd still defeat him though. Also, towards the series finale, which a movie called Predacons Rising. Yeah, Predacons Rising, where he actually switched sides to the Autobots.
Yeah, I did see that too. I was like, wow, like it does make sense though because of how he was treated. Even though Starsky got treated badly, but like the way he got treated though.
Yeah, so he made a wise choice. But for knockout, I give him 100.
Same.
Same here
too, I
as
heard
well.
voice.
Yeah. All right. Next up. Yeah, and I was surprised he was in the franchise when I watched the episode with Fresh Wingnut from TMNT 2012.
I only saw this episode once, but I had no idea that was Darren. But I thought the character was interesting. So Mikey has a comic where he loves this superhero team called Wingnut and Screwloose, which is a parody of Batman and Robin. But some kind of like device or magic. I don't remember what happened, but they came out of the comic and somehow they got turned to like mutant creatures, but they went back to normal later. But I thought he was pretty interesting, being a parody of Batman, specifically like the 1950s one.
Yeah, and it's funny how he played this character, even though he did play Batman like beforehand. And it's funny because both projects were like made by who was it? I know it's like was it like I know it's like CIRO.
Wait. Say it again.
Cyril Neal, I think that's his name.
Oh, O'Neill.
Like-
Oh,
Because he TMA 2012 Super Robot Team and Joker's Playhouse. But yeah, we're not. Yeah, the first time I watched this was Fresh. Of course, his partner Screwloose parody of Robin. He thought it was either Alexander Peninsky or Danny Cooksey.
Well, yeah, but now that I hear that his voice is almost similar to like Larry's from Tough Puppy and I just hear it now.
Yeah, I give him a 10 out of 10.
7.
Mm.
9.
All right, now for the official Batman. Yeah. Okay, with his version of Batman, it was pretty nice, honestly.
It was.
Yeah, it was. And when I was watching these reviewers like reviewing like all the Batman actors that played Batman, they described Darren's version as a combination of Kevin Conroy's and Dietrich's version together.
Excellent. He managed to score like he always does.
I must say, like he puts like a focus to his voice, like very manly and all that. And yeah, I would have loved to see a series about like his Batman against like John Cusack's, Joker.
If only.
Yeah. Let's see here. Other than that, like Christian, did you hear the voice or no?
No.
Oh, okay. But overall, yeah, 10 out of 10.
Same.
All right, now get ready because this is one of the times Daran Norris curse.
Yeah. When I first saw this movie on a let's see, DVD that include 3 other movies like Robots, The Incredibles, and Garfield. This was completely shocking. It was like the first ever time I heard Daran Norris swear, and he was hilarious as heck. He was he's in charge of Team America, World Police, where like they go police the world and save the world and stuff. And well, he's just hilarious.
Yeah, Darren said like the F word. Let's see, because he was like, "What the fuck?" And like let's see, what was it like? Yeah, that weird like moment. He was like, "I'm not from Hollywood. I'm not gonna suck your D." I was like, "Goddamn, goddamn." Jesus fucking titty ass. That line took the cake.
Yeah.
Also, before you continue, I just looked up Wingnut and Screw Loose. They came to life from the comic book because it was from Everill's Crystal.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, from Francis' point of view, how much would you give to this character?
I mean, yeah, I give him 10.
Yep. And now, I was really so awesome to find this out too. Like years ago, Diamond Head.
Yes. The first live action movie of Ben 10. The CGI is not perfect because it was in the mid 2000s, but Diamond Head specifically, he actually didn't look all that bad. Him being like made of little crystal, it's just pretty amazing. And I didn't know it was Daran voicing him, but when I found out, he actually really did good. He did sound like Jim Ward, and he did spectacular.
Exactly. Like fun fact, I showed this clip to Fresh years ago, and he said in his opinion it sounded like John DiMaggio.
At first, so like I mean, geez, it was difficult to tell because like it kind of like had a little bit of a voice effect to make it sound much more different. But well, of course showcased his magic to everyone.
Yeah, and like what I liked about the voice cast in this movie was like basically it's like half of the cast from the Fair Odd Parents.
Yes.
And like this is the voice. Like, Fresh, can you do it?
Let's see. It's like right back at you. It's like we play hardball. Is that what he said? Like,
Yes. And yeah.
Yeah, he only had a few lines. Then he was also like had some lines where he was actually in a girl's bathroom for a bit.
Oh man. But yeah, I give him Infinity. Like it was so cool to find out that he was in the Ben 10 franchise.
Yeah. But sadly, that was his only role. But I wish he had more roles in a Ben 10 franchise.
Yeah. Right. Hide your bottoms because it's Count Spike a lot.
Yep. Also, that's how I got to just do Daran was in this show. Yes, one of the adult villains, hence his name, his only ability is to spank kids who has been naughty and whatnot. And yeah. But of course, that's not his only power. He also turn to a bat and teleport, whatever, and also fly like a normal vampire. And he also has weaknesses like a normal vampire, like Garlic, for example. But yeah, is an interesting villain, and he wants to turn good because he like wrongfully spanked the wrong kid and stuff, and he's forced to join to be good and join the KND. But after getting on their nerves, they had him spank the judge, and they found out what they were planning on, and they actually spanked them. So.
Yeah, interesting villain. It's basically Timmy's dad's voice, but with a vampire voice.
Mm-hmm.
This villain was like, wow, vampire that smacks booty, but uh, like, yeah, I think he was as funniest in like one of the best episodes of Munchies.
Yeah.
And of course, you had to feel bad for him because he fell on garlic.
But I mean, like he recovered. You know, like he's fine at the end.
But
Yeah.
remember that episode? What was it? You remember that episode with the rainbow monkey Frankenstein monster thing?
Yes.
Sorry.
I do. Where Cookie's sister, I forgot her name, but yeah, she captured him and used his powers to bring back to life the doll she killed, and because of his powers, the monster now like spanks everyone. But after again his powers back, yeah, the doll all is back to normal and whatnot, and he actually joined the Sunbuns and Huggins for dinner. I was trying to think what their last names are.
Yeah, and like that monster was like basically Darren's like grunting noise, but with Jorgen's voice, and he also voiced another character in that episode. Like, remember that kid that was like after number 2?
Oh yeah, that detective guy.
Yeah. Overall, Count Specula, like, yes, even though like there was some like awkward moments here and there with him, yeah, he's still a good villain. Like, yeah, I'll give him a 10 out of 10.
Vindy.
If any, because he's just one of Darren's most funniest roles that like to me, and like yes, and yeah, he's the only villain to ever be held for his crimes because yeah.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because like. Especially coming from the parents, like spanking the wrong kid and whatnot. I think that's why he was in court in the first place. It was mainly from the parents.
Mm. All right, then next up, Dick Daring from The Replacements.
Yes.
Yes, my childhood. And the show where 2 kids are orphaned and are sad until they discover a company where you call them up and find the perfect replacement for you. In their case, they got 2 replacement parents. One was a bad arts agent mom, and the other is a daredevil dad. Of course, that would be Dick Daring, voiced by Daran Norris. What's another how I got used to Darren, which of course I didn't know who he was or that was Darren, but I still think he did a really good job.
Yeah, in my opinion, he's basically the Disney version of Timmy's dad. That's how I would explain it, but more better.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
cooler.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
cooler. Like, does like cool
I think
stunts and
Timmy should have
everything.
that.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Timmy should have that dad instead.
Yeah. So, other opinions about Dick Daring?
Yeah, I mean, like he has one of the best one-liners, and he's just a cool guy. He's just wanting to be like the coolest dad he can be.
Yeah. And his jumpsuit though, like it kind of reminded me of Johnny Crasher's suit from like regular show.
It was actually based on Evil Knievel.
Well, yes,
yes,
like
I
yes,
do
Johnny
know.
Crasher is based on Evil Knievel in regular show.
Yeah. But for him, yeah, Infinity.
Million.
All right, next one. Oof. Kind of like the meaning ones from Darren, like Frida's dad from El Tigre.
Yeah. So yes, while he does like care for
So
his
wait a
family,
minute. That's Frida's dad?
yes, Emiliano.
Wow.
So yes, while he does care for his family, he's just he's one of these dads that just hates hate one of those dads where you just like where like he hates your friend and all that. In this case, he doesn't like Manny because he puts Frida in danger, and he just wants the best for his daughter. But he proved to be such a bad arse when he beat up the Mustache Mafia in the episode where Frida tries to join the Force.
But yeah, I do remember that. And one surprising episode. Oh, who's this?
Hello.
Hell no, you're banned. Try to put a nasty ass name.
What?
This was his name. Hold on, let me put it in the chat.
It was a stupid troll. That's what it. What? Oh.
I don't like that, but one surprising episode was like, remember when Frida and Manny were always late to school?
Yes.
I was surprised because, of course, with Frida's parents being mad, but I was surprised about why Pandera being mad at Frida, because you never see him being mad at Frida before.
I mean, well, I think he just only did that to
Prove a
I
point.
don't know how this. What?
I was like, prove a point.
Actually, yeah, because she does kind of rebels and stuff more.
True. For him, yeah, he is a complicated character, but he does have his purpose. But yes, 6 out of 10.
7. Problem.
Oh no, I'm done.
Why does it happen to you? It normally happens to me.
I don't care at that point. But
God dang it.
Next up, suggested by Christian, the Flyinator.
Yes, I actually saw this episode on YouTube a few years ago when I learned that Jessica DeChico voiced the character Maggie. And of course, this is the first episode. She wanted to see this movie called The Flyinator, but her parents refused for her to watch it. Of course, it's a frog killing flies because they're all flies, and of course, yeah. But yeah, I didn't know that was Daran, but after finding that out, he actually did a good job, and he impersonated the Terminator perfectly.
Yeah, he did. Like Daran, another role I would love to see him play is the Terminator for the video games, because there's been some actors that played him in the video games. But yeah, also to update you, I'm just gonna say this in the chat.
Is everything all right?
I'm like, they're fine. They're just stupid trolls here trying to mess the things up.
Oh dear Lord, I hate trolls.
Yeah, that happens to me sometimes whenever I stream. It actually happened 2 days ago.
Yeah, which was not
When
funny.
I make a short video, I get a lot of views for some reason.
How the...
What the
What happened?
Nothing. I thought it's all right now. All right, back to business. Next up, Jack Smith from American Dad, basically Stan Smith's father.
Yep.
He's
you guys
my favorite character.
Cool. Yeah, you guys show me that Daran Norris voiced him, and that he cursed, and you show me a clip of him, and that made me laugh.
Get a job, dumbass.
He sounds like Knockout.
Well, that was basically the point there. I also was surprised because I saw this clip 2 weeks ago. He actually said the W word.
Oh, horror.
Yeah. And let's see, other thank you credits. Oh yeah, it was a scene at the airplane. You see, he was trying to book a flight to Jamaica, but of course it got delayed. And a fun fact, that flight attendant was voiced by Gwen's voice actor from Total Drama. Yeah,
Megan Fellenbach. Awesome.
Yeah, I was in the line he said, you are one special kind of bitch, Marianne. But it's okay, I just banned him. But yeah, Jack Smith, even though he's not a good father figure, I just love the voice he gives this character.
Yeah.
Me too.
And wasn't he a robot?
Robots? I don't believe so.
Well, I believe that he did turn into Krampus.
Oh yeah, he did turn into Krampus because it was a Christmas episode. He was trying to save Stan from Santa, because in this episode Santa was the bad guy and Krampus was the hero.
Strange.
And when both him and Krampus died, both their bloodlines combined as one. But yeah, this character, yeah, 9 out of 10.
Same.
Even though I don't watch Megadad all that much, but I'll give him a 10 out of 10 because I think he did a splendid job.
He did. Next up, Imaginary Man.
Yes. You guys didn't tell me about a voice in it, but when I saw the actual episode titled Challenge of the Super Friends, he actually did amazing. Yeah, I think Imaginary Man was pretty interesting, and fighting Nemesis, voiced by Greg Delisle, she did good as well. But finding out that Nemesis is actually his sister, Nemesis' sister, that was just a plot twist when it happened. And I actually theorized that the reason like they have like different weaknesses, like her like boy stuff and him girl stuff, I was like, did a sister and brother imagine these two could like fight each other and whatnot? So like,
Yes.
yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I just love how they
and
paired him from Superman. I'm sorry, Chris, you go on.
yeah, I agree. Him pairing Superman, but every time I see his logo, which is supposed to be I for Imaginary Man and M for Man, it just I'm to me like I'm.
I'm Imaginary Man, because why not? And yeah, basically with his kryptonite, any kind of flowers.
Yeah. Well, I forgot what they're called that mainly attacked him, but yeah, I see what you're going for.
What? Oh, wait, you're right. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, my score for Imaginary Man. Oh, that's a shocker. Well, versus Buds. Oh, that's for Matt L. Jones. Okay. Overall, yeah, I give Darren's performance as Imaginary Man, Infinity.
Same here. As one of the
Yeah,
best
same.
All right. Next up, Bullet from Danny Phantom.
Yeah, he was like I don't know how to describe him. He was just like some random bounty hunter, like capturing ghosts from prison. And I didn't know it was Darren, but after seeing an episode, or saw a clip on YouTube, I can't honestly remember. One ghost said, you can't take me alive," and he said, "You're a ghost." I immediately knew it was Darren because I heard Mr. Turner's voice when he said that.
Yeah. Like, one of his badass roles, I must say, yeah. And being, Walker's, Handman over here, but, yeah, his character was really nice to, play for. And I give him a 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Same.
Alright, next up. One of the nanobots from Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, that shocked me when I started watching every episode of Jimmy Neutron. I forgot why he created them, but the way they're programmed, they became sentient and they always argued and they wanted to impress their master and whatnot. Oh wait, yeah, now I remember. They created them to scare bullies or something like that.
So they created themselves. That's weird. It's weird for robots to do
I
that.
can't. Don't leave me alone. It's been a while. Okay, let me just clarify. But shocking to find out that Darren was one of them. He did actually really awesome, and yeah. So yeah, Nanobot one is basically the leader of the group, since yeah, he's the more reasonable one. The other, of course, is Tom Kenny, and they both did great. Only appeared in 3 episodes, but they finally got dismantled.
Yeah, and yeah, I just love how Darren and Tom work with each other. I know they work in K&D, but I just want to see them work more often together. Cosmo and SpongeBob, we need to see more of that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but hey, maybe we'll get a chance because yes, Darren has returned to the Transformers franchise, where he's playing a character named Mrs. Smelts. He's basically the drama teacher for the kids.
Oh, he's a teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right then. What are your scores? What are your scores?
Infinity.
9.
I give it 10. All right. Next up, Golem.
Oh.
Yeah. At first, this caught me off guard because And behind the voice actors, it was like D. Bradley Baker, and they have proof, but that was from years ago. I was like, there's no way in hell that's a D. Bradley Baker. No offense, because if he did a golem voice, it would basically sound like Stingfly and the Box Trolls.
Yeah, now that you think it, now that you put it that way.
Yeah. And with Golem, what led me to find this out was because there was one episode of Juniper Lee I was watching. It was the one where Juniper was interacting with the talking animals. Remember that, Fresh?
Yes.
And remember the old man he played?
Oh, I kind of forgot about that too.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this has to be Darren because this sounds exactly like his Scorpion voice.
Yes, right there. Stupid freakins.
I just want to make a complaint to behind the voice actors. Please fix your shits, please. Because the same thing happened in Curious George with these firefighters. Of course, the black firefighter was voiced by Jeff Bennett, but of course they put Kevin Michael Christensen. But yeah, his golem voice, honestly, it's pretty good. It's basically Scorpion. So yeah, 10 out of 10. All right, next up, another surprising one close to Scorpion, the Dog Hag.
Yeah, right here. It took me up to here to realize that it kind of almost sounds like Darren trying to pull off a Marge Simpson impression, but even much more funnier. This really did shock me. I was like, just you are the ugliest kid I've ever seen. It's like that. It almost kind of sounded like this one episode where Cosmo and Wanda turned into monsters to scare Timmy to learn a lesson about scaring Poof.
There you go.
It's just so hilarious. It really did catch me off guard. That's a woman was played by Darren.
I mean, it's not the first time. And yeah, another role I would love to see Darren play is let's see here, Granny Goodness. That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
It's basically a combination of the Dog Hag and Anti-Cosmo IC.
All right.
So yeah. Okay. Next up, the Sandman. Not Sandman from the Marvel. Fuck you. Sandman from Juniper Lee.
Well, yes, they can see, they can read.
But yeah, Fresh, you want to go first?
Okay, so he is one of the best villains from the show, and I do like how he can just instead of just putting sand in your eyes in order for you to get up and clean that junk, it just makes you be trapped in your own nightmares. And his true form is much more bad A looking, and then how he always has to say it's Steven, little girl, not Stevie, because good little name reasons.
Yeah, and what I thought about this character when I first saw it from Fresh's episode, yeah, his powers are very good, and he also played another character in Juniper Lee, he played Roger's dad. He also played his French character, John Claude.
Oh,
And yeah, I just love how he gives a French accent, because you never see Darren do a French accent before.
well, yeah, you are right about that.
And yeah. Also, I know I didn't put it down, but concluding to that Spider-Man game I said earlier, he also did a second game called Enter Electro.
Right, yes, he was Sandman, Shocker, and Professor X, and also we also forgot the April Fool from Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh yeah, the April Fool. So just give me our opinion. The April Fool, the shocking that he basically did a Jerry Seinfeld impression.
Yes.
So what's the deal about that? I just love how Cosmos was laughing at that point, his character, 9 out of 10.
Same.
Okay, but his characters from the second game, Sandman, Professor X, Shocker, and he also played Beetle.
Yes.
Yeah. All right then. I know you're unfamiliar with this, but his name is Sir Little Chin.
Go on.
Yeah, he's basically a knight that's one of Bugs' enemies, because other than Darren, of course, this is the time where Fred Tosher takes over for Yosemite Sam.
Oh yeah.
And of course and Carl Earls Rocky plays his Donald Trump a parody character. But Sir Little Chin, when I heard his voice, I was I think Darren could play Thor because of like how the voice is.
Hmm.
All right. Various from Mixo. So like first, you remember when I showed you that Mixo special?
Yes, you did.
And like yeah, his main character, Snoof, the blue one. You said he sounded like Ned Flanders.
Yes, he does. He does.
How did they do? And I was like, basically, it's just like Coswell, but with a southern accent.
Guys, hold that thought. I gotta use the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Okay, and then another character. Like, remember this purple character with the two faces
Purple character with um.
from
Wait.
Mixos?
Oh wait, I'm starting to remember.
Because yeah, the top half was voiced by Jess Arnott, and the low half was voiced by Daran Norris. Basically, Jess was using a German accent, and Darren was using an English accent.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
And let's see here. Of course, you were surprised when he actually did some dog sound effects with the yellow Mixo, like
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And of course, led to this. He also did another Mixo special where he plays this cop Mixo called Tickets. And yeah, he has wheels as legs. Like he actually has two legs and wheels in the front. So I was like, he's a cool Mixo. So yeah, his roles from Mixos was really, really surprising. And remember that behind the scenes I showed you last week?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, with Darren's experience with like voices, I mean, it's no shocker because of anime.
And yes, that right there.
Yeah. And let's see here. This will be the last from Darren. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait until Christian comes back.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. Then again, wait a minute. Oh, I could have talked about his live action roles as well.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put two of them. Of course, you're gonna be familiar with one of them.
Oh, believe me. All right, yeah.
Because yeah, I started watching episodes last week for Ned's Got the Classified. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, when did you first witness it?
When my sister was watching it, like, yeah, she used to watch Big Time Rush, like all the other Nickelodeon live action shows, but
She's got good taste on shows.
yeah.
Walking in the street.
Everybody knows what's up. You gotta be strong and you gotta be tough.
Oh, now I just put in my hat. I realized what you're just singing.
I mean, like, yeah, like I got it from the episode. Okay, well, Daran Norris, he was also in Imagination Movers. Like,
Right. I'm sorry I didn't put that down, but if you want to talk about it.
I mean, well, when I did the episode, I didn't really see much, but he did make a good impact.
I mean, yeah. And of course, yeah, you did tell me this. Tom Kenny also appeared in that show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not together, which, again, would love to see them, like, play characters together.
But hey, at least they were. I mean, like, at least they were like in the same show.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Going down, 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 down. But since Christian doesn't have experience with Netflix Classified, you want to talk about Gordy?
All right.
So, you want to go first, or should I?
You go.
Okay, Gordy, yeah. Again, a surprising one from Darren, like, yeah, being, like, an actor and voice actors, doing live action, mostly for Nickelodeon, which was really good. And, yeah, when I heard he played a gender named Gordy, I was like, wow. And Gordy, he's, like, one of the, like, the nicest characters to the kids. Like, yeah, like, letting, Cookie share a locker with him.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, like, I know that in Netflix Classified still on Netflix, I still got a lot more to go do, but yeah, he is a good dude.
Yeah, and you remember that scene where he was doing with the dolls?
Oh yeah, he was like, no, I'm the real man. I'm done for you. No. no. And then that, hey, baby, we'll check it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, for Gordy, I give him a 10 out of 10.
Same here. And
And let's see here, Buddha Bob. Like yeah, again another one I didn't recognize from Darren from live action because of like his fuzzy hair and beard. I was like, wow, they did really good with his makeup.
yeah, he looked like a
Yeah.
caveman.
And basically he's like he's also the janitor for the hotel like they live at, and he's actually a good friend. Like the first episode he appeared in, the mother thought like he was like some murderer,
Oh.
but it's every time like the mother sees something but she leaves, it mainly goes good because there was this one scene where she thought that Buddha Bob chopped somebody's head off, but it was actually somebody stuck in their own shirt because it was too hard to put on.
Oh my god.
I was like, give Buddha Bob like a chance because being like he's like one of the few people to be a good influence on your kids. That's all.
Yes. And there was also this one episode where he like got amnesia or something, and he started like talking in Cosmo's voice.
I do remember that. I was like, wow, these guys are lucky. Like having Darren like playing Buddha Bob and Cosmo. Like that was really cool of them. And I was pretty shocked that like who made the show, of course, was Scott Fellows. Like who also made Big Time Rush, Ned C. Classified, and Johnny Test.
Yes.
And yeah, for Buddha Bob, Infinity, because legit the whole time as a kid, because I was watching nonstop episodes of Big Time Rush, didn't have an idea that was there the whole time. But yeah, Infinity.
9.
Hmm. And of course, when Christian gets back with the Commander.
Okay.
When worlds collide, you can't hide.
You can't run. But you can hide.
Yeah, that I just love how those two characters were like hitting each other, like attacking each other at first, and then they start like jamming with each other.
Yes, same.
Which Potty and Patchy had that relationship in that special. Potty, you a real life dinosaur?
When worlds collide, you'll laugh so hard, you'll swear you'll die. When worlds collide, hold my hands, I'll be your guide. When worlds collide, buckle up for the sweetest ride and prepare to have your mind blown wide. When worlds collide, it's a curious thing, but you never heard a robot and a caveman sing. It has been no chance of some working parts. How is that different from a beating heart?
No joke. When as a kid, I would always jam to that and dance to it.
Yeah, I was just always so astounded. I was like, "Oh my god, look, it's Patrick!"
Oh man, finding out that was Bill Fekabaki and Tom Kenny, like wow, this made it more awesome.
I'm from the future and I'm from the past, but that don't mean this friendship won't will to last. He was made in the lab and I was born in a cave. So let me hear you holler to the children of a rave.
Future.
Hey, you can't run, but you can hide.
So how was your day today?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to start off by, actually feeling like a new person. So, and like for this month, I was like balancing between movies that I was grateful to watch in my life and movies and stuff related to Thanksgiving, food, family, friends, all that stuff. So I started with 2002 Spider-Man, and yeah, that's always a pleasure to see. And I was like, oh crap, I'm like, what else? What else could I do? Like, I can do anything, but what can I do?
Last night, before ending it off for Halloween, I watched finally Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet Frankenstein.
Oh yes, I meant to watch that too, but I ended off with 2007's Halloween, and that's fine.
Well, I watched a little bit because I was somewhere else at the time, but yeah, there were some parts I was like, wait, that happened? Yeah, I was like getting some memories back from that. And fun fact, do you know the guy that run the whole park and everything?
Yeah, to brand the whole park. Let's see, God, when the guy that ran the whole park.
Let's see here. Let me just go to it right now. Meets Frankenstein. Cast.
All right, I'm back. Where's Scarlet?
Oh, she left, but fresh. The guy I was talking about was Mr. Yes Man.
Oh,
Yeah, and I was fine. Guess who voiced him though?
who?
Jim Maximin.
Oh, I mean, like because I only seen it like what like 3 times, and I meant to see it, but things got in the way.
Mm. But yeah, Christian, we're gonna talk about two more for Darren. So like, yeah, from your guys' experience, when he played one of the pigeons from Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually had no idea that Darren voiced one of the pigeons.
Yeah, with Louis. So like, Fresh, you know how the scene goes, right?
Oh, and like Travis made to Mittens in order for her protection, and well, like she decided to give him one last chance, and like he says, like someday someone's gonna stand up to you, you're gonna have to taste your own medicine, and then
Oh, that was him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And let's see here. And it's funny how you mentioned Mittens because he actually did play a character named Mittens in Wander Over Yonder.
Oh.
Yeah, it is a cat.
But what's your guys' score for Louis?
Infinity for blowing my mind.
All right.
And Christian?
I said 9.
Okay, so the last one, the commander from the Thundermans. Yeah. And yeah, I actually rewatched like some clips on YouTube on this. Like, yeah, I was shocked because like as a kid, even though like I didn't know who Darren was, I was like, why does he look so familiar? I was like, then again, like, oh wait, live action Timmy's dead. I was like, that's where I got it from.
There it is. Helper.
But his character, yeah, he's like basically the commander of Seaboards and all that. Basically, there was this like competition with Max and Phoebe, who was gonna be the the new member, and Max, eventually won. And just talking about the suits, how like they're really cool. So yeah, his character, I give a 10 out of 10. All right, now to Metal Jones. Starting off with, I think everybody got introduced to him was Gunter from Kick Patowski.
Yeah, because I didn't know who he was, but I got reintroduced to him in a show called Mom.
That is right. And if you like, we can talk about that character after this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So with Gunter, like, yeah, he always like Kick's best friend and all that. This in these certain situations and all that. But he maintains to be a good friend until we got that episode where like his parents and Kick's parents were like feuding.
Oh, I saw that episode actually.
Yeah. And it was like, wow, this tearing apart two best friends.
Yeah, and he's actually from Viking descent.
Yeah, and it's fine out like Clancy Brown and April Winchell voice his parents.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Clancy Brown voiced his dad. It's been a while since I've seen the show, so yeah, that slipped my mind.
In your opinion, Fresh?
Yeah, he's one of the many passable examples of the unintelligent best friend, but yeah, yeah. I did say like one of the passables, so he is a good, decent character. He does have his one-liner moments, and I gave him a 10.
Me too. And like I don't know what episode it is, but I saw on YouTube where him and Kick were running from one of his brother's friends because he works as an usher at a theater, and he went into a random theater and just ran into what's that girl's name? That blonde haired girl?
Isn't it Kimberly or
Kendall?
Not Kim. Kendall. Yes, thank you. So she asked, "What are you doing here, Clarence?" Because that's Kick's real name, and he likes a movie, and it was some French film, and he didn't tell her that he was hiding from that dude. So he kissed her, and she was like shocked, but he was disgusted. And is like drinking from a drink, and she actually alerted him to Kick, and Kick's like, "I gotta go," and then Gunther's like, "But it's all getting good." Yeah, but yeah, kudos to him voicing Gunther.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 for me too. Alright. One of the surprise ones from him, Mountain Man from Adventure Time. Where like he deep in the woods like, I am the Mountain Man. I was like, wait. Wow. Good job to Alan Jones.
Yeah, this is kind of like how I unintentionally got introduced to like. Yeah, it was very shocking to know like his like eventual other works, but this right here, this was like something else. Probably some voice effects because once again, it to make it sound much more just different but cooler all the same. Hello.
Hello, Blitz.
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mountain Man, like, yeah. As first, like, kind of explain, like, just like trying to, press this other mountain and all that. And I like how he just, cries out rocks because, being a mountain.
Yes.
For his character, the most shocking one of all, like, 10 out of 10.
7.
Alright, then. Next up is, even though I didn't see this, like, it's a movie, French go ahead.
Oh, okay, so his character is the uncle of the main character, Brandon, who's just just evil Superboy, and like he's one of them. He's one of the many victims to be killed off, and his is just the most nastiest. And so while he was trying to drive Brendan home, he is then chased after him, and then he picks up the car, and then boom, bashes his jaw against the steering wheel, and his jaw just broke off. It's a bloody mess.
So for your rating, what would you give this?
I mean, like I say, like 8.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, now for Chris's 1, Humpty Dumpty.
I actually forgot to put in where he's from, but I'll explain where he's from. So he comes from a show, which is a CGI version of Batman called Beware the Batman, where he plays a big fat man named Humpty Dumpty, real name Humphrey Dumpler. So, like, he's a villain, but of course he was just a normal villain. He was about to go to trial, but after, like, a rocket crashed where he was at, his mind went like twisted, and now he's like obsessed with different fairy tales, especially specifically since his name Humpty Dumpty, and it's got like different gadgets and whatnot, and he's like came like a Riddler type of thing, because like setting out death traps and whatnot, and the way he voiced him made him sound insane. Chef's kiss, he did excellent. It made him sound like a total maniac.
Yeah, I do agree. I saw some clips and I was like, the only time he can voice a villain. So yeah, for my rating, I give him a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, same.
Alright, next up, even though like people have different opinions about the show, but it was so cool to me. Hector from Sanjay and Craig.
Yeah, even though I don't like the show anymore, but I did see an episode where he was in. So, he had tacos called Ton Tacos, and every time Sanjay and Craig try to eat them, they throw up. But for some reason, he can't throw up. But it was later revealed towards the end of the episode, like one of his family members, I think his grandma or nana, had like these big badonkadonks, and he's every time she hugs him, like he just feels love. And when she hugged Sanjay and Craig, they figured out if like feel it in, they won't like throw up, and they don't throw up anymore when they try the tacos. And like he mentioned that he never saw a butt or his own butt And so, like, they were shocked by this, and like after like going to the mirror, like put down his pants, he turned around and he was so disgusted he actually threw up.
Yeah, I did see that. And you remember the scene where he tries all these things on his body, and you see like his stomach, and he's talking to this gross yellow thing.
Well, I don't remember the gross at all part, but I do remember the stomach having a voice and whatnot.
But yeah, Hector, when I first saw him, I was like, why is this kid wearing an eye patch?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. I don't know if it's for show or something happened to his eye.
So there's this Halloween episode where they actually show what's inside his eye.
Oh, yikes!
And basically, I'm not gonna explain that much, but I was like, wow. I was like, so basically, it's kind of like Robin from Teen Titans.
No.
Oh wait, don't tell me that
No,
he
it's not-
actually had.
No, it's not a like little twin or anything. It's like what's inside his head and all that. Basically, they were taking a tour inside his head.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What's up?
I'm sorry, but Fresh, your opinion?
Yes. 8.
Oh, it's like the character himself. Like any details from you?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, so the character, yes, so that one weird friend that some group of friends have, and yeah, he's all right.
I mean, yeah. You said 8 out of 10. I give him 8 out of 10 as well. And you, Christian?
Since I don't want the show anymore, I give him a 2.
Fair enough. All right, next up, Kyle from Home.
I only saw this movie once, but I do know that Kyle is really annoyed by O, because of him trying to be his friend and whatnot. But other being the dictator of I forgot what the king's guy name is, but I know he's voiced by Steve Martin, which was a shocker to me when I found out years ago. But yeah, and the king has a stick called a. It's gibberish. It's like that. I don't know what it's called, but the point is, he was annoyed by it. But later on, after like was like showing how awesome humans are, and whatnot. It's been a while, but after trying to whack it with a blah, 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 he actually stopped the king from doing it, and he actually became friends with and apparently there's a series of or specials of home. I saw on Beyond the Voice Actors. Like, okay, apparently there's a series of it then. But yeah, I didn't know that was Matt Jones voiced him, but I found out that he voiced him. He actually pretty decent. I give him a 9.
With me, when I found out he was in the movie, by the way, the character Steve Martin played, his name is Captain Smek.
Smek. Okay, thank you.
So his character, just so annoyed about all and all that. I just feel bad for him, especially the danger he put through. But at the end of that movie, he was just grooving and all that. But yeah, I give him a 10 out of 10. And your opinion, Fresh?
Yeah, I saw like you, Christian. I did see it once, and it was okay. Maybe I'll see it again. And his character, he's comical.
Alright. Next up, by Christian.
Yes. I didn't know about this. I told you guys about this. I've always go to this guy's stream named Frosty Lemon. He does gaming channel. Of course, he finished the game, but while he's playing this game called Final Fantasy Remake, you know what Final Fantasy is, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, when he's playing it, one of the characters sound like Matt Jones. Like, wait, is that Matt Jones? So I looked up the character and it was like, yep, that's Matt Jones. Like, that actually shocked me. So yeah, not much known about this character, but I do know that he voiced this guy and he did a really good job. So I gave him a 8.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'll take your word for it too, even though I didn't see it.
Maybe.
Okay, next up, I put it in for Christian. His character, Brandon, aka Badger from Mom.
Badger? I don't remember him being called Badger.
I think that's his nickname, but you want to talk more about him?
Yeah, sure. But yes, It's been a few months since I've seen Mom, but I do know that he is the ex husband of Chrissy, and yeah, they used to be married, and he comes in from time to time. He was just a simple character, a fun character. Um, it's been, like I said, it's been a while because I don't remember what else his personality is, but he's still pretty good. That's how I got to him live action wise. So yeah, he did a really good job in the show. So I give him a 10.
Me, like, yes, I watch Mom here and there. Like, yeah, I seen this one episode where, like, he sells drugs and everything, and basically he's selling these kind of like medicine items. And he said that because Chrissy was like having some trouble with money, and like Brandon was like, he has some money, but he has to dig it up because selling drugs pays off, and he just wants all the money basically.
Man.
I'll be back.
All right, cool. We gotta figure out what character I should do next for ornamental when we're done with this list. What are you doing on? So this stream is going pretty well.
I mean, yes, it has.
Well, except for that part with the troll, which I was expecting, but
Like,
overall, it's just going well.
Yeah.
I was just so happy to take down my Halloween decorations because when I first put them up, because it was so windy, it keeps knocking some of them down. It was just annoying.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, it happens. But yeah, I still like the decorations though.
I hope they did turn out really, really well.
I still can't believe in 2 days is gonna be the introduction of the first series of the live action Loud House after the Christmas one. It's gonna be spectacular. I just know it.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. And if it's on Watch Cartoon Online, when it's Christmas or whenever you decide to watch it, I highly recommend you should watch it.
Maybe like depending on seriously, still like depending on if it ever gonna be turning out just improvements, just like any other show would or wouldn't really, but who knows?
All right, I'm back. Sorry for the hold up.
No, that's fine. We were just talking for a little bit. I told him I can't wait in 2 days because of the live action Lighthouse series, and I was just muttering myself. I'm trying to figure out like what character I should do next when we do a new list of On the Mantle.
Fair enough. And also,
And I haven't finished making Casey Jones's video because I still have time for his, Charles Peck's birthday, so that's why I didn't finish it yet.
Fair enough and smart. And yeah, what was I about to say though? When you mentioned that, oh yeah, of course, in 2 days it's Jim Cummings' birthday.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
right. So do you want to do it fresh or should I do the stream?
What? I mean, of course I'm doing it.
Okay, I'll just make sure which of us is going to do it.
And it's kind of fair enough because Fresh is doing the episode for Darkwing Duck too.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
So I can't wait. Oh yeah. So yeah. Before we continue, so which one character of Jim Carrey's are you going to use?
For me, yeah. Let's see here. I'm either gonna go as Darkwing Duck or let's see here. Who else? Or Cat.
Okay. Fresh.
Or Tigger.
Obviously.
Pete.
Pete's. Yeah, good choices. All right, then next up, Christian, did you ever see the show?
I've heard of it because behind the voice actors, and I can tell it's an animated adult cartoon.
It's
And
not.
I
It's not.
oh it's
It's not.
oh it's
It's
not.
not. It was for
Oh
Nickelodeon.
well, I don't like how the animation looks.
Hey, I mean, fair enough. Yeah, but okay with Pig. Yeah, I was surprised about this because at the time Sergeant Craig was still airing. I was like, wait, that's Hector's voice actor. I was like, wow. Uh, and yeah, of course, in the show, it had a great cast despite like the animation. Yes, it had Meadow Jones, Ken Milo, Thomas F. Wilson, and Paul Rugg.
What was the show about anyway?
It's basically like these animals living in a house and going on their own stupid adventures.
Kind of like another show trying to be Ren and Stimpy. Like
Oh,
SpongeBob and Mighty B and Sanjay and Craig and Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Yeah,
yeesh.
but yeah, about his character Pig, like yeah, out of all the crew members, like from like the team, I especially like Pig because like yes, he has his random times, but he's really funny because of Mel L. Jones like voicing him and all of that. That's my opinion. And you, Fresh?
Well, never really saw the show because it wasn't really my type of thing. And yes, it did look kind of ugly, but
Yeah, I'm
cool.
glad that you didn't watch it, and neither did I, because I didn't know about it, and like I said, I only knew about it because of On the Metal. I didn't behind the voice actors.
For me, oh, so go ahead.
That's all I have to say. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, my ranking is for Pig, yeah, 5 out of 10. Like it's because of the show. All right, next up, I believe Christian knows his character Percy from Amphibia.
Yes, I actually forgot to put him down, but anyway, so yeah, now I don't really know much about him, but I have seen this episode where it focuses on Sasha and Grime, where they're like getting a hammer from this creature to like fight off Andreas. So anyway, yeah, him and along with a friend of his, which is a female, I forgot her name, but they didn't want to do this at first, but Sasha said everything will be all right and stuff, but everything was all right. They were actually in danger, and they actually left the team.
Huh.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
but Percy being voiced by Manuel Jones, he actually did pretty good. So I give him a 9.
same with you. Like, cause I seen some episodes with those two, and I was like, you hit Metal Jones and all that. And yeah, he's one of the few people to be in a great franchise as Amphibia itself.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I have to say. And Fresh, have you seen his character?
I mean, not that. I mean, not that I remember.
That's all right. And Fresh, I put this for you. Do you remember his character from F is for Family?
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, I was just looking him up right now, and I just realized that he was one of Kevin's friends, and I was unaware of this. And I did meant to say like even though he may be like a kind of like funny character since he is a stoner, but yeah, I like one of the many times to hear him possibly swear because he did swear in Brightburn. I forgot to add that.
Huh. And like, what would you give his ranking?
I say 6.
Oh yeah, fair enough. And let's see here. And Christian, I believe you know what time it is
What?
to talk about the next person.
Oh yeah, Michaela Dietz. Okay, so since she has a few roles, only can talk about the ones I know. So I'll type in.
I'll just put it in.
Well, just in case you don't know how to spell amethyst, so.
I just put it right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah, this is how I actually got introduced to her. Like, I believe this is how everybody got introduced to her.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing, though. You know about Barney, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, do you know about a character named Riff?
Yes.
Well, here's the thing, though. Yes, this is how I got introduced to Michelle and Steven Universe. But I didn't know about this when I watched a video years ago about the voice actors singing voices. And what shocked me, like, I found out about Steven was in Sophia the First, and another that Michelle actually voiced this character. And I knew about this character, and actually hear it too. I was like, mind blown. I mean, holy crap. But anyways, so yeah, Amethyst being well, she wasn't originally part of the Crystal Gems at first. It was first this gem named Bismuth, but that's a different character. But she was like born in this area called a kindergarten. If you watch the show, you'll know about the lore and stuff. But she was like supposed to like the cool one and whatnot, and being uptight and stuff. But I still think she's pretty interesting. Every time she gets approved, she gets a new design every time. Um, her current design is a ripped off shirt with a hole revealing her gem, and her main ability is like using a whip and curling into a ball like Sonic the Hedgehog. But I still think she's pretty awesome, and I give her an infinity.
Yeah, with me, my opinion, with Amethyst, like, yeah, seeing the show, from the past, like, yeah, I say she was like one of the badasses of like the crystal gems and all that. And fun fact, she's the only crystal gem to eat, like, actually eat food, because if you don't know, like, gems, don't eat.
I know.
Um,
Which is strange coming from Amethyst being the only one, but I don't know how she's able to eat. I mean, do they even have stomachs?
I mean, clearly they do, but like, they don't need like food because, restoring and all of that. And you want to talk about the fusions Amethyst did with Pearl and Garnet?
Oh yeah, but they're not voiced by um um Michelle though. But still, yeah, we'll go ahead. So the first one will be with Garnet, a big called Slugolite. Yes, Slugolite. Yeah, voiced by Nicki Minaj. Yeah, because I think I had her voiced them because like I'm very close to Amethyst, but that's pretty shocking to find out that Nicki Minaj was in Steven Universe as a guest. So they probably had to pay her a lot because she is probably busy with something, I guess, or whatnot. But I still think she did awesome when she voiced Sluglight.
Same. And fresh your opinion about Amethyst?
Oh yeah, I kind of like how she's more portrayed as the more like laid back of of like the Crystal Gems, and even though really I didn't see the show that much, I'm positive that it is worth the watch because I have seen some instances of it getting much more like actiony and better and much more kind of like those type of shows that balances action, comedy, and LGBT.
Seriousness.
Oh, well, oh yeah, oh yes, yeah, and all that
And
LGBT.
yes, the LGBT. Of course, I didn't know about the LG situation until I got older and actually understand it a bit more. Like there isn't like all of the gems were female because of that situation. I'm finding out that the creator of the show, Rebecca Sugar, is actually bisexual.
I mean, yeah, but she's still a cool creator.
Yeah, and she is actually a beautiful singer, which I've discovered when she was a guest star and Amphibia at one time, or she was animated by don't just look like Rebecca Sugar in a Christmas episode. So yeah, and yeah, she did really good.
Fair enough. Yeah. All right. Next up, I put this for Christian. Yeah, I've seen some episodes with Molly McGee by her brother Daryl.
Yes, it surprised me because I really heard her voice of him like wow. So yeah, um, yeah. Uh, not I don't know how to describe him, but it's just like any other brother, like not like a brat, but he's supposed to like a cool kid. But still, Michelle did an excellent job. Oh yeah. By the way, giving emphasis infinity. And also, since I talked about Daryl a short while, I'll give him a million.
Okay, with Daryl, like yes, I've seen some episodes with him, like especially like the episode where he like did something with the school and all that, and like yeah, he kind of reminds me of those little brothers from cartoons. One of them had to be Ray from Juniper Lee, except
Hmm.
with Daryl, at least he could improve a little bit, but still it tries here and there. For me, yeah, 9 out of 10.
Hmm. Alrighty.
All right then. Um, all right, let me just copy that in the chat. Next up, Christian suggestion, Riff from Barney and Friends.
Even though I haven't seen Barney in a while, but Riff, here's just I don't know, when did he came to the cast, but I knew that he's a new part when I was watching it on TV as a kid, and I thought he was an okay character. And like I said earlier, finding out that Michelle voices him, like wow, she did really well too. And oh yeah, all I can say is that she did really well for him, and I'll give a 9.
First, you have opinion or no experience?
Okay, like yes. This was kind of like a little bit of a shock to learn about now, but I haven't really heard the voice. It was like, oh, look at that, a new dinosaur introduced to the Barney's franchise, and
Well, it's just basically Sheila's regular voice. It's just Amethyst's voice.
oh,
Hmm,
oh,
fair enough. Um, I mean, even though I didn't hear the voice, but I saw the design. Yeah, I'll give the character like an 8 out of 10.
yeah,
All right then. Next up, V from the Owl House.
And this will be the last one. We'll talk about Michelle because the rest of the characters I don't know. So this will be the last one. So even though I didn't really watch the show because I only saw 2 episodes and I see a couple clips on YouTube. So V she is some kind of creature from the outhouse world. She's like some slug creature that can actually shapeshift and apparently can inhale magic. I don't know the whole backstory, but she was like captured to find out about her abilities and whatnot until she escapes. And so ever since um I just slipped my mind. Oh yeah, Luz. Yeah, Luz. Yeah. After she went into the outhouse world for a while, and V came around, and after learning about like Luz, and she actually disguised as her and pretended to be a Luz for her mom until she found out about her and Luz being in another world. But for a while, V was like living with her for a bit, and they actually became friends. And the latest episode, thanks to them, she became friends with the gang after they went back to Earth and whatnot. And it was like a time skip for a few months, and she was a pretty interesting character. And Michelle voicing her really well done, a 10 out of 10.
Very good to hear. And yeah, thank you all for joining today and celebrating these three's birthday. Like, yeah, very good actors that made our childhoods. And yeah, just hopping for the best for the future for all of them.
Hmm.
same as always.
And the words of Nagel, you painted my paint job. Prepare for surgery.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, see you all guys for Jim Cummings' birthday stream.
Yep. Adios.
Bye bye.